Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Everyone is requested to turn on their cameras. Yes. So how are you, Vishnuji?
I am fine, sir. What about you, sir?
Same here. It's been a long time you are connected. Hmm? Like I guess from last various sessions which have been conducted, you have not been connected, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. All right. By the way, journey was amazing. So you asked for it. We'll be talking about it. So we all are gathered here for kind of conversational talk. We'll be practicing our English all together. Hmm? So this would be an open conversation for some of the topic we'll be picking today, which we'll be discussing all together. Hi Savanji, good evening.
Very good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
I am doing well, sir. Thanks for asking. How about you, sir?
Same here. Things are well. And how's your life?
Yes, sir. Nothing special, as usual.
Preparation is going on.
Yes, sir. The struggling is going on.
Anything special you are preparing for coming days? Like we are approaching birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Republic Day as well. So, are you going to prepare something, or because you do not have any platform, so you're not preparing for those things?
No, sir. I don't
You
prepare.
haven't. Okay, no
I
problem.
haven't prepared that.
You're still preparing for your competitive exams. Mm, Still
Yes, sir.
engaged in that. Yeah. You're not going to attend any offline session like for your classes, right?
Yes, sir. I am preparing my self study, sir. I prepare self studies.
And through online classes as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi, Sajid ji.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Very good evening. How have you been?
Mm, I have been good, sir. And what about you?
Same here. It's been nice. So, are you doing any kind of preparation for 23rd of January? Do you know that we are going to celebrate Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's birth anniversary? So, how you are going to plan it, and how you're going to plan for your the celebration for Republic Day?
So I want to read Netaji आत्मकथा like एक भारतीय तीर्थंकर.
No,
This
no.
is
एक
a
भारतीय तीर्थयात्री, an
yeah
Indian
yeah
pilgrim. In English, it was originally written and then translated into Hindi as well as
yeah
एक भारतीय तीर्थयात्री.
yeah. So this book is amazing, sir, because I read several times, like two to of three times. So. Uh, Uh, this book denoting that every moment of struggling of Subhash Chandra Bose. So it is nicer.
Right. I've also gone through that book. Mm, that talks, directly from the ground, like elevation of a personality who has been brought. He belonged to a kind of middle rich class, and some traditional stuff could also be seen, like Lok Dharma and all the things when he left
Mhm.
his home and he went way around to find that truth. So he just faced the things we know as lok dharma, and then he was quite mm, not satisfied with the things was what he had seen in his journey. Then he came back and somehow he found books of Swami Vivekananda and talks that time.
Yeah.
So that that actually inspired Netaji to mm, move on his path of fighting for freedom. That's a good book. And a special thing I love in that book is um, if you go through the full version of it, I was reading the book in which letters were also involved. So if you get chance to read those letters, perhaps some of the mm, or most of the publications which give you that uh, kind of writing of Netaji Subhash Bose in an Indian Pilgrim, they also collectively give you the letters or the collection of letters which were written to different people by Netaji. So those letters I really liked because that were directly talking of the struggles what Netaji had encountered in his life during the journey of freedom and all his plans and everything. Even it, if we talk about it, it was from the beginning of um, beginning of performing that exam and getting good marks. I guess he was having third rank in INS that time. Like we talk of civil service now.
Yeah.
So in something like Indian Civil Service, ICS, I guess ICS, yes, Indian Civil
I think.
Service, yes, ICS. So he was a third rank holder, and then he just resigned from that he did not wish to join because he wanted to fight for freedom for India. And then he wrote letters to different personalities, father, brother, even mother. And the most important letter I liked that was written to Chitranjan Das, where he talks of like he says that I can do any work, I can teach in a school, or I can work as editor for anything I can do for bread and butter. But I want you to give me some employment so that I can run these necessities of life, and then I can just um, work for fighting for the freedom of India full time. So he did not want to be um, the designated personality going through that civil service exam, but he chose to fight on the ground for freedom. He meant that if he is joining that ICS, then he would not probably have that much freedom to fight for it. He gave some examples of Satyendranath Bose and other personalities too, that how some personalities have already been involved in government services and they wanted to help freedom fighters, but their support is quite limited. So those things, those writings actually dictate that how much struggle a person who is fighting for elevation of a country or fighting against the lie had to take. So that is a thing which we may learn from those writings. So amazing book. Good. Hi Divyaji.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Very good evening. So how's everything?
Everything is going quite well.
Okay. And same question to you. Any preparation for Republic or 23rd of January?
No, I have not yet planned any preparations, but now after hearing all these things, so I will go through the history of Constitution and the some unhidden, the hidden heroes of our struggle, and gonna go through and recall our duties that make us a citizen of a country.
Right. Actually, these are not just dates. Actually, like we have different festivals, national religious festivals. Let us not only celebrate these dates like people celebrate, but these dates must help us recall those things. Like you used a word, hidden thing, or you can say forgotten personalities, and they have actually given their lives. They have sacrificed for freedom of our country, and they always inspired the generation to move on the path of righteousness, on the path of truth. So we must remember them, and these dates should remark those personalities which we may have forgotten in the hustle and bustle of lives. So, because we all are engaged, busy in our stuff. mm, Sometimes we feel like we do not find time for reading these personalities. So perhaps these days, these dates may help us understand, okay, if I'm not studying about these personalities all the year, let me at least do some research over these personalities on this day. So either it is Jayanti of Subhash Chandra Bose on 23rd of January, or it is Republic Day uh, on 26th of January. We must remember those personalities who actually sacrificed their life to build a great nation. And then we should take some inspirational values from those personalities, and then inculcate those values in our lives so that we can also make our nation great. Our nation won't be great if the people are not great here, right? So let us stand tall, taking the inspirations from these personalities, and we'll be able to revive these personalities in our heart when we say Subhash Chandra Bose Amar Rahe, when we say Bhagat Singh Jindabad. We can only revive them when we are actually inheriting their values. And how would we inherit them? We will inherit those values when we are going to read those personalities, right? So such beautiful things are there. Today I was also exploring some of the um, writings, poetic creations of Bismil Sahib and some other um, revolutionaries who were sent to um, jail for they fought for the freedom of India. So we may go through those personalities, those forgotten heroes, the real heroes, right? It would be nice. And since you're a student, so you can also perform some activities. Perhaps you may get chance or platform to be the voice of those personalities who are mm, forgotten generally, because people talk of the voices in the same repeated way. Perhaps you may pick up some of the things or writings or creations of those personalities who have not been discussed generally, right? So this thing you can also put on. You go to school, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can research on these personalities and then take a stand to perform some kind of activities. Either you can do poetry recitation, singing, or whatever. You can take those references which are generally not being performed. There are songs which people may have forgotten, so you can just search those. Today I was reading some of them. It was from a book named Kranti Gitanjali. I guess something related with two of the books. One is directly related with Bismil Sahib, Ram Prasad Bismil, and another one is the collection of um, forgotten heroes, the songs and the poems of them. So something like these you may research and then perform.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Vishnuji, how you're going to celebrate these days?
In
Are
my
you there,
office, there
Vishnuji?
is Yes, sir. In my office, there is I'm giving speech on 26th Jan.
I didn't get that. What did you say? Say again.
Uh, I'm audible, sir.
Yes, you are now.
On 26th January, I am participating in the speech in my office.
Okay, great, great. So, how you're preparing for that?
Uh, For that, I divided my speech in four parts, three parts. Sorry. First starts from the meaning of the republic. Then second is regarding the means I have a time limit of 7 minutes. So in that I covering three topics. First is republic meaning. Second is climate change. Third is women empowerment, and last is animal. Uh, animal हिंदी में क्या बोलूं ये एनिमल के ऊपर जो लॉ है तो इंग्लिश में कैसे प्रोनाउंस करूं मींस एनिमल्स राइट
The the laws over animals, or you can talk about animal welfare. What you
yes
mean?
animal welfare that is one more so I read about the APJ Abdul Kalam
Yeah.
so I read there ki he is not
Okay.
eating non-veg because his thinking is that कि जब हमारे पशु ही क्या बोलते हैं मुसीबत में रहेंगे तो कोई देश आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएगा
You wrote these things in Hindi, right?
यस सर
You have written these, or you are going to like plan and all the things. Have you written the speech, or you're just planning it?
no sir I'm not written till now I'm framing right now sentences all things so it will
Okay.
be prepared
All
by
right.
tomorrow yes.
Great. Nice.
Thank
Keep it up. Keep doing the right work, and keep on researching on the things which people may not talk about, and you may include those things. You have picked good subtopics under that speech. Mm, Meaning of republic, talking of climate change, women empowerment, animal welfare. Things are quite fine. Now you need to plan it well so you can conclude these things, or you may talk over it in more efficient way just in 7 minutes, and then you can give some impression over the people who are listening to it. All the best.
yes, thank you sir but I know ki no one listen me because
No
everyone
one?
loves eating no one listen me whatever I say me said
Uh,
because they love
why
eating.
do you feel why why do you just um why do you just get demotivated before performing anything? Hmm? Just prepare
I'm
the
not
things by
demotivated.
heart.
Okay.
Prepare the things by heart. Your duty is to perform the task. Yeah, this is the thing. Like we generally have. Like I also feel like yesterday I was reading poetries in front of my friend, and before that I said to him, "I am reading it, but you won't understand." Then he said, "Why do you consider yourself that much intelligent that you feel like you have written something and I won't understand?" I said, "It's right. Why will I consider myself that much intelligent or ignorant?" At least when I'm saying this psychologically, I'm allowing that person to consider that pottery or something is complicated or some that person may not feel like, okay, he already dictated the things, like, okay, it won't be comprehended. So we should not think in that way. Sometimes I also get negative in this thing, and this is also quite common because when we are talking of something which is being ignored, then we feel like people may ignore it. But at this time we must have some kind of optimism. I was reading a poetry today. The title was Umide, something like that. and these were related to the revolutionaries. So I really understood that time, because earlier I used to believe like expectations are always something which leave you with pain. So it's not like expectations are good or bad. It's like what center you are standing at. So that poetry I'm just reciting some lines of. So the title was उम्मीद की झलक, अरुजे कामयाबी पर कभी हिंदुस्तान होगा, रिहा सयाद के हाथों से अपना असत्ता होगा. This Hindi is quite written in old format, so I'm unable to read properly, but you may understand. चखाएंगे मजा बर्बादिए गुलशन का गुलची को, बाहर आ जाएगी उस दिन जब अपना बागवां होगा. वतन की आबरू का पास देखे कौन करता है, सुना है आज मक्तल में हमारा इम्तिहान होगा. जुदा मत हो मेरे पहलू से दर्द वतन हरखिज, न जाने बाद मुर्दन मैं कहाँ और तू कहाँ होगा. यह आए दिन की छेड़ अच्छी नहीं है खंजरे कातिल, बता कब फैसला उनके हमारे दरमियां होगा. शहीदों की चिताओं पर जुड़ेंगे हर वर्ष मेले, वतन पर मरने वालों का यही बांके निशान होगा. कभी वह दिन भी आएगा कि जब स्वराज देखेंगे, जब अपनी ही जमी होगी, जब अपना ही आसमां होगा. So these revolutionaries are also optimistic, but the center of optimism is right. So expectations are not bad. It must be coming from the right center. And if you're preparing for it, just go and reveal the things which are not yet revealed in front of them.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, sir. And sir, one last question. Mm, you are a vegan, sir.
Why do you ask this?
Well, today I go to the doctor for the checkup, blood, uh, for blood checkup, just like vitamin D3 and B12.
Hmm.
So they tell me that
You got some
deficiency.
deficiencies?
Yes, I got, sir.
Yeah.
He telling that
Okay.
doctor is telling me that you have to must try Amol tech pad tech pack or something, sir, something like that. Amol
Take
milk
some
pack.
alternatives like this. This is not that much costly. Um, and there are some which are costly as well. So I generally use this for B12. This is Neurobion 40. This is tablet. The best thing is that, not capsule, because capsule uses animal products. We call it gelatin. So this is tablet, Neurobion 40. So you may use that for uh, getting rid
Sir,
of deficiency of
can
B12.
you share
Yep.
me photos?
I'll be sharing. Don't worry.
Sir, one last question.
And
It is fully made with full vegetarian, means vegan.
yeah, yeah, no animal product.
How you come to know that, sir? Means it
I
is
researched
fully.
over it. Earlier, I was using this one. I also have this one. This is quite popular. People know it. This is Bikasul, right? But
Okay.
this does have that, because it is in capsule form. Generally, capsules are the hardcore. The layer part is made with gelatin that uses animal product, right? So
Yes.
we must avoid them. Uh, and at some level, I just researched over it. There's a question generally vegans are asked that when you are sick, you are given some medicines, and those are being tested over animal or coming directly from animals. Then why do you use that? Then the answer is quite simple. In the case of medicine, okay, you are just doing some kind of violence over animals 1%, but there are 99% possibilities, like right from your plate you can just reduce that. So veganism is not just about eradicating everything from your plate, but it's about practical usage, like practical alternatives. So this is something we can use as much as we can. So I just um, put off this Bika soles, and then I just took this because this does not have any gelatin, because this is a tablet and it is made um, like it is plant based, completely plant based. So you may use that.
Oh, you already prepared the
You may also go with some of the stuffs like sometimes I take vitamin D3 tablets. Sometimes capsules are also available, which are vegan. So those things you can also take time to time. And for calciums, you can take plenty of like brinjals, um, and some other sources like in some lentils you may find good amount of calcium. Mushroom you may go with, and dry fruits you may include. So that will help you to build the kind of things. Oats you can use for good amino or healthy amino acids and all. You may read descriptions over those pouches you buy, packs you buy. So with that, this is really important because when you are going with the alternatives, you were taking milk earlier, and you need to find alternative. It's not about like leaving something and just going with the normal stuff. No, then you will be like you told, you are B12 deficient. You will be facing these issues. So use right alternatives. If you are not taking milk and all the things, use right alternatives.
yes.
Yeah. So, Savanji, so what have you observed when we are communicating over these things? And now, what do you understand with these celebration and dates and all? What shall we do uh, unofficially, even if we are not having platforms? Like you are not having any platform, so isn't there any responsibility of you that in these dates are coming, so you should do something dedicated to those things which these days are celebrated for, rather than just going like the mass do, like they just upload some status, talk of good things, but they do not understand the real meaning, as Vishnuji has talked of, like what does it mean by republic, what does it mean by freedom, what um, does it mean when we actually raise our voices over some slogans. What do you now observe, and what would you like to say?
Yes, sir. I haven't planned about it, but mm, my cousin brother's schools, they have organized a program on 23rd January. So the different school uh, will come there for perform the NCC cadet, perform their drill, and also I think they will conducted exhibition program also about the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose life, and I think a lot of books also available there that time. So I just planned for it. I should go there and visit that places. And if I talk about Republican Day, means everyone know about the Republican Day, but this day there is nothing special. I have planned about it, but I just think if I I would like to go to my primary school and just share some books or notebooks and pen as much I want, and also we can say also just try to, because in this rural background there is only some places where a lot of people are gathered on the Republican Day or some other programs. So other programs, I don't like to go there and advise. I don't want to say advice, but I don't want to say we don't want to share our opinions on the other programs. But Republican Day or Independence Day is one of the best platforms or is the good places where we should talk with him, we interact with him, and also share our problems regarding to our village, and also we can say it's universal problems or about any other whatever we want to discuss there. So I just think about it. So let's see what will happen. I don't know how the people will be react on that thing because rural background the people are not much educated, so they don't want accept easily that things it's to be they don't want to be like a vegan or just avoid non-veg and just live on fruits or dry fruits. So it's just uh, difficult to convey them. But okay, no problem. I will try my best. And
Why just beginning with the right from here? Like, why just starting with the veganism? Just start with the revolutionaries' life and all. This may come later, and like Acharya also says the same. We may not argue over the things or the choice of food or
yes,
something in the beginning, but in the beginning we may um, promote the conceptual understanding that we must stand with truth. Later on, that may come all together because Acharya also says like veganism without understanding would be a campaign um, having hollow heart inside. That would be for showcasing the things or pretending to be vegan, and at a side when you get chance you are eating animal flesh. So it's not about that. It's
yes,
not about pretending something to be. It's about being something. Hmm? And that may come with the actual understanding when you have the right philosophy. So yeah, I also used to do the same thing even in in my home. The fight started just because I started talking of the food. And in home, I understand because where you are living, people may have the concern over food, and you are also being served on the same thing on your plate. So you would rebel if you are a vegan. So I started doing the same things. I started giving them logic, but the mistake I did in the beginning was I did not talk of those concepts which helped me to be vegan. And this thing actually helps when you're talking the right things. So right philosophy must come first, and then the things may turn into action. So these dates are really important for um, you know reminding the people of those revolutionaries who have been forgotten, because people are um, in some kind of enthusiasm, either that is external enthusiasm or whatever, but they are in some kind of enthusiasm to listen to at least the names or the freedom fighters who have been forgotten, because they are compelled to listen because they feel like, yeah, we are Indian, we feel proud over these personalities, so at least they will give you their ears. So you may just start talk about those personalities. If anything may reach to them, the right message may reach to them. Like even if you are going to talk about veganism in the beginning, the things are quite uh, you know miserable, that they might not
yes,
like your idea. But if you're talking of the things they may begin with, then perhaps their life may be affected. So this is the thing we may begin with. Veganism may come later when they have the right understanding. You may talk of the personalities who are being the voice of these forgotten heroes, like Acharya Prashant, or you may talk of the personalities who are talking for or raising their voice for climate change, Sonam Wangchuk, GT Agarwal, ample of personalities. Even you can take reference from the past. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Swami Vivekanand, many are there who can be taken testimonial for making them motivated or being inspired to live the right life. So that initiative at least could be taken.
Yes, sir. I will work on it. As previously I said, I haven't planned for it. I just think about it. Yesterday we discussed with my friends, so uh, they show their ideas what they want. So I just give suggestion from my side. So it should be discussed or to with the peoples. So it's just printed in my conscious mind. So I just ask me randomly. So it's idea coming. Yes, I had just planned I just planned about it. It must be to tell the peoples because it's necessary. And the other friend also say, yeah, we do something uh, more better than, because if they also said we can't directly uh, talk on such a topics. Before that we should think about other things, because if we directly talk, it's maybe chance they aggressive, or their reaction is unexpected. So we should think about it, and let's see so what will happen.
Hmm. Begin with the things which may directly relate to them. On these days, we are having slogans. Begin with the meaning of those slogans. Like, Vishnuji has picked the good point. Like, what does it mean by republic? We may begin with that. What does it mean when you say um Mahatma Gandhi Amar Rahe, Bhagat Singh Amar Rahe? Like sometimes, like topic for Mahatma Gandhi is also being controversial. So check whether people are taking interest in what, and then you may begin with that topic which people may like. I have also noticed this, and Sujit ji also talked about it one day. Some people loves to talk about Bhagat Singh, but they do not like to talk about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Hmm? Hmm. Yep. Sujit ji, where are you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, why are you hidden?
Sir, I'm eating. So,
Okay, you're eating.
mm,
All right. Yeah. You've just started or half finished?
finish, sir.
Finished. Okay.
Yeah.
Completely finished or just
No,
about to finish?
no, completely finish, sir.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
So motivate us with your words.
Sir, I think mm, in which I all study to Ajar Prasant, and he's never give us that that uh, you are you are do anything with motivation.
Hmm.
He always say that you do everything with clarity. So
Understanding.
I think yes, understanding. So I think motivation uh, is a part of
Just external,
is
external
yes,
force.
yes, sir. And it use only when I start something. But
Yeah.
when I start, then clarity and understanding
Hmm.
is
Right.
most
Right actions come from inner clarity, not
yes,
hollow motivation. Yeah.
yes. So I think uh, and motivation. Sometimes I observe that, sir, when I do something new, I want to do, or I go to do something new, that and I start it, and when I go ahead, uh, my my consistency is low, but slowly, when I go go uh, and do a large large amount of work. So I feel that मोटिवेशन इज मतलब मोटिवेशन की जरूरत मतलब बीच में पड़ती है सर, जैसे कोई काम करते हैं ना, तो वो स्टार्टिंग में तो ठीक है, पर बीच में थोड़ा जब वो कंसिस्टेंसी कम होने लगती है, तो वहाँ पे एक थोड़ा सा मतलब मोटिवेशन की जरूरत पड़ती है कि वो दोबारा से फिर से अपना रफ्तार पकड़ पाए। तो
In
आई गॉट।
in those cases, the verses, or you may quote some poems and some bhajans and all these actually work best for helping us with that clarity. Uh, like you talked, sometimes we need motivation. Actually, if you talk at philosophical level, motivation is, of course, an external force. And when you're talking in depth, right actions actually come from clarity, inner clarity. And sometimes we feel like we are losing, we are missing out. We feel like we are not having that capacity to do something. Then there comes Jamwantji to remind Hanuman that you have some capabilities to fight, to bring some power into action. So this is not like actual thing like Jamwant ji is being motivator, but Jamwant ji is actually reminding us of our power. So if we are going rightly in the depth philosophy over motivation or the things, then the right word would be clarity, inner clarity. So those words give us inner clarity. Like I was reading a pottery today by Revolutionary. I just mm, remembered the verse of Bhagavad Gita, Nanam Chinnanti Sastrani, Nanam Dhat Pavaka, that talks of like the soul cannot be burned, cannot be um, cut with sword and all the things. Like so many things are there. So it is actually immortal. So that that verse is actually reminding of our inner power, which is beyond our existential limits. So sometimes we do need these verses, these directions from either coming from Guru, coming from revolutionary, or coming from a poet. So that actually helps. So again, I would call like these are the reminders coming from different personalities, poets or philosophers or revolutionaries. So those reminders are sometimes needed, extremely needed. So that help us. And in that case, company actually helps. Right company we must have. If you are having the wrong company, the people are quite um, negative, or you may call like people are quite uh, repulsive to truth, then they may not help you in that case. They may distract you, they may attract you to the lies. So we must be aware of these things, and we must join right company if we tend to be lazy, or if we tend to stop on the way we are working.
यस सर।
Think about the things you started writing good things. You're writing portraits nowadays. Wonderful. There are the things which can be written, which should be revealed. So just start doing these things. I noticed that you are being a good satirist. You are recording some of the things on Facebook and uploading all. Keep on doing those things. Like uh, you may take inspiration from Harisankar Persai, how he talks of the reality in his satiristic way. So these things are really necessary nowadays. We were talking of this topic like celebration of these national holidays or birth anniversaries of revolutionaries. We have talked of the impact outside, but we have forgotten the important thing, the impact inside. Carl Jung. The best way to light others is to know your own darkness. We talk of the things outside that doesn't matter, but we must bring clarity to us. And the clarity would arrive only when we are actually going near the lamp. And the lamp would be the books which we'll be reading, would be the research we'll be putting ourselves into, right? So let us be united. Let us be united to research over those books, those things which are not yet revealed to us, and then we can share it among our groups, among our friends, and with the people we know at least. So this should be our project unofficially, because even though if you are not being part of a formal education where you are told to do these projects, you must keep on doing these things just for yourself. Like we forget the things, like in the school we used to have projects. We had to make some of the things. Topics used to be given, we had to pick, but we have forgotten all those things. Those were not just for passing the exams or getting marks. Those were the things which we must implement in our lives for these important issues which are required to be researched on, right? So we should unofficially take initiative. We should research on forgotten heroes. We should give title. We should um, get some information. We should write it down. We should get printouts. We should collect data, and then if we get clarity, we won't be um, alone to take this and take those informations to be limited to us. Of course, when we'll be speaking, that will be reflected so naturally. So you may just begin with these things, research over some personalities. You may go and type on ChatGPT 100 forgotten heroes of the world, India or whatever, and you will just find their books, names, research on them, some of them, write down or paste it on your file. You can create a e-copy, e-file, e-project file. So these things you can just take, and then you can take lessons from those personalities, those lessons, how those lessons are related with contemporary problems, and then sort out all the things and see what people are doing, and what our revolutionaries had told us to do, what pathways they have shown to us, and then compare and then share it with your friends, the personalities you know, because they may respect externally like people do on these days. There are slogans, so you may talk with them directly. Do you know what Bhagat Singh has talked over? You know what Netaji has spoken? Like those who hate Mahatma Gandhi, you can give a reference like how much respect Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Bhagat Singh had for Mahatma Gandhi, and even Netaji also gave Mahatma Gandhi a name Bapu, right? These are the things that these are the facts. Like people do not know. They feel like okay, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose has been a greatest personality, but they on another side they believe like Mahatma Gandhi was not that much great personality in compared to these personalities. So you may talk of some facts like these personalities even gave that due respect to Mahatma Gandhi. Even their ways seem to contradict at a point. There are the things, and like people say like Mahatma Gandhi did. If Mahatma Gandhi wanted, he could save Bhagat Singh from being hanged or going to jail. But people do not know, like Bhagat Singh himself did not want to be escaped. You may quote the letter which was written to the father of Bhagat Singh by Bhagat Singh when he raised an appeal that Bhagat Singh should be um, refrained from this punishment, and then he just directly denied. So these are the references you may take. You may go through jail diary of Bhagat Singh or letters of Bhagat Singh. You can just read that and then you can reflect it in your conversation when you're talking with your friends or people around you. So first thing is that you must bring clarity to yourself. This is the first task or an important task rather than any other task outside happening. So give yourself a project these days. Today's 20th, then from 21st, 22nd, 23rd. The whole week you must live for your uh, country, you may call. For the revolutionaries, we may appreciate on these days externally. Want to add anything? Any of you? Do you want to add anything? Savanji, Sujitji, Vishnuji.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, what is your thought about APJ Abdul Kalam ji? Because recently I started him and his biography reading. So when I
Wings
come
of
to know
Fire.
about
Hmm.
yes, he comes from the Muslim family, not eating chicken in his childhood because due to his poverty, means he's poor. So when he have all fame and money, then also he not choose to eat chicken or non-vegetarian. You see, he lived simply. Whatever he not taken any money from government as well. He was in or he when he was a president, and also one rupees calculation he have and paid for it if their family members come. So, what about your thoughts, sir, about it? Means about this person. So, though means what fact you know that I don't know. If you read, sir, if you have, then
I don't know any fact about him, but I guess like I had been in love with him when I was in ninth class. I also wrote a poetry over him. I guess that would be there in some of my playlists of YouTube. I have uploaded, perhaps that is private or public, I don't know. But I wrote a poem over him when I was going through his um, writings. I had um, books like Ignited Mind and Inspirational Thoughts by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And then I went on with Wings of Fire audiobook that is narrated by Guljar Sahib. I guess it is still available on YouTube. Quite nice. So his life is being reflected, his struggle is being reflected. And even though being an English teacher, I taught in schools, it is still part of NCRT now in class ninth. There is a chapter, My Childhood, um, that is the extract taken from Wings of Fire, actually, the childhood part. So even in that, um, it is being discussed that how he inherited some values from father and mother, and how he began his life in childhood, and what a struggle he faced. Like he did not belong to quite rich family. Like things were quite fine. Like bread and butter could be possibly, and all the necessities could be provided by the profession his father was in. And he also started earning his wages. The first time he sold um, tamarind seeds, imli, right? And then the first wages, like first time he just worked with his brother, cousin, I guess. If my memory is not wrong, then perhaps Samsuddin. And he worked with him in the time of, like, it was. the time of World War, uh, about to happen that time, Second World War, I guess. And then uh, the demand for newspaper uh, was on peak because the news people wanted to read about like what is happening, what informations are being taken by the government and all. And then Gandhiji declared that Indians will build their own India, uh, like quite things like participating, like there was a kind of policy that Indians would support Britishers in uh, World War when they promised to relieve India, to free India, and then we'll be having our own constitutions and all the things that they have uh, given a condition like we have to build our own constitution, then we'll be having the proper freedom with that those values. So in that we had seen the life of Kalam Sahib, and later on he also worked for his dream. We know, like he wanted to go in uh, Air Force, but he failed, and then he kept on doing such things. Then he also writes somewhere like um, if he had been selected in Indian Air Force, that would have been his dream, but India would have missed um, this president then, and that missile man then. So we learned a lot from the life of APJ Abdul Kalam, the president who has lived his life for the well-being of this country, especially his love for young children, the students. You know, he is the president who has spent his life, um, and you could say, like, even being president, he has spent his life, especially with the students of different schools and colleges. You may not find it with other presidents if you compare. Like, you may still find some videos prevailing on YouTube which are there available. His lectures, his talk with young students. So it was his love that he wanted to communicate with the youth so that youth could be connected with the path of righteousness. You want to say something, Vishnuji?
Yes, sir. Sir, I observed that. Let me correct. Whoever in our past great freedom fighter, we see their background. Then we see that they have not earned lot of property. They have not a good background, but they have earning very good. But back when we see background, then they have no property, no safety that much. So it is right time,
Mm,
and but why?
first thing we have to understand. Our center is money, property, and or something else. Do you know Alfred Nobel? Do you know Alfred Nobel? How many of you know about Alfred Nobel? Alfred Nobel. Nobody know?
नाम तो सुना है सर.
Alfred Bernard Nobel. Like on the
Yes, sir.
on. Yes, yes, Savanji.
Sir, Alfred Bernard Noble is a scientist, and as everyone knows, the most valuable reward award, Nobel
In the field of
Nobel
science,
Reward,
yep,
in
and literature and
in the
all the
field of
things.
science,
Yep,
and recently they also started to in the
literature,
literature and peace also. शांतता का
peace.
पुरस्कार
Yes,
करके उसमें
yes, yes. Right.
the Pakistani Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistan is belongs from Pakistan. He got this award from peace for peace.
Yep. Even in our
I
country,
think
like
Kailash
Rabindranath Tagore.
Satyarthi also.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
The first person
Literature.
in India was Rabindranath
Ravindra,
Tagore. To
Ravindra
yes,
Tagore. Gitanjali for Gitanjali.
yes, for literature. Hmm. So the coming back to the question of Vishnuji, like this is an example. So he said like those personalities who have been great and actually have sacrificed their life for the well-being of others or nation or the world, they have been poor. No, that is not the case, and even that should not be the center. This is the personality who has, how we are getting these Nobel prizes. Those were the properties he has just donated to a bank, or you may go through the complete history. I do not remember exactly. Perhaps I may talk in perhaps he has donated his property and the amount to the bank, and on the basis of the interest it is generating, the Nobel Prize is being given to the personalities we know today, right? So he just accumulated those properties and he just donated it. Another example I would give in our country, Praful Chandra Roy. Do you know Praful Chandra Roy? Um, the first he was a professor as well, and you may search his name on Google. Praful Chandra Roy. Uh, he was the first person in Bangladesh, sorry, in Bengal, not Bangladesh, Bengal, who has worked for chemist or pharmacist company, the first Indian company. He's in the field of pharmacy or something. He has built. He's known for that. So you may research over him. And as per my memory, whatever I've read about him, I found like he was the personality who worked as a government teacher, professor in college, and he used to earn good money, but he used to spend a good amount of money, I guess 50 to 60 or 70% of amount for the welfare of the students. He donated all this for uh, letting the inventory, letting the labs be created for the research of the students or youth. So it's not like people do not earn good money. They actually donate this. They actually put this in right use. We may call yagya. They just give it to the nation. They give it to the world. We have different names. We have the name of Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, right? We may not forget. Even Swami Vivekananda struggled for mm, financial stuff, but uh, his work marked a history. Like he built Ramakrishna mission, right? And still, like there are the things which are going on the name of Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna mission. So personalities who have given their lives that values, they have been recognized as poor personalities, rich personalities from external view. That doesn't matter because they were rich, because they were having great values, great thoughts. So richness should not be measured with the revenues they are generating. Richness should be measured with the knowledge they are having, the ideas they are guiding us through. We have our poor definition of richness. We have to rectify it. Yes, Vishnuji.
Sir, my last question. So I stop my mouth. Sir, last question is that what are you doing for just like you are all aware of climate changes like Savanji, Surviji, and you also. So what are you doing for climate change instead of awareness? Instead of awareness, what are you all three are doing for the climate change? Means so I want to know about your views, all of you.
And the same quote which I referred in the mid of the session, like the quote from Carl Jung: "The best way is to light others is to know your own darkness." I'm doing nothing for this, but I'm just making myself aware. And you said, apart from making yourself aware, what are you doing? The things would be, quite reflective. If I know that, like, overpopulation is the greatest cause of climate change, I would not contribute in population. And for that, my life is now turning around to be the same person in same personality who would not produce a child, or to die on this planet with the scarcity of the things, like in coming time. I was researching over it. Either it is 2020, 2045 or 2050, that there would be hundred of cities who would not be having water. Complete scarcity would be there. I guess it is in India and all. So these things are happening all around, and we are producing these children to die with hunger and thirst. So uh, the things are quite simple. The life we may live after understanding would be quite reflective, but before that, awareness is required. And I still feel like I haven't been that much aware. And still I have a project I wish to have. This is in my wish list. I want to prepare a project where I can note down all the things. I can prepare a file. I can have it with me. I can keep on referring to it so that I can make other people aware of it. Like there are some examples which I have touched on, like that day I was talking of. Uh, how many people are dying every day due to hunger and scarcity? How many people are homeless? How many people are dying with this uh, equi problem, right? Bad equi. These are the things we must talk of. How much water is being wasted every day in India? 45 liter per person. Water is being wasted every day. So the things are quite simple. When you uh, are having a heart of personality, you want to go through every aspect of life. So this is what I'm trying to have in my life, and I'm very thankful for Acharya Prasanji that he has given me this and these eyes to see the reality. Otherwise, I was unable to see that too. Like others are not having the same eyes. And if you are blessed with these eyes, go on researching, go on reading,
Sir,
go on studying. Yep. Yeah, go
sorry to
on.
interrupt, sir. There
Yes,
is one
Vishnuji.
question arise that you are doing little changes. Means it is big changes from your side, but hello, I am audible,
Yes,
sir.
Vishnuji. Yes, you are.
Yes, sir. Huh. Just like sir, you are doing not increasing population. You decided you're not doing any baby. Secondly, you know the water consumption level. You all everything you know, sir. But when I figure out in a number, out of 100 person, you only the person who is aware. But what about 99?
So we must bring clarity to them. That's why you should spread Gita mission.
In that one question arises that you are doing in you are doing to improve yourself. Means you are reading facts and everything, and you increasing your life standard,
Hmm.
understanding the life standard. But they saying, na, sir, oh, it not works in our life. It means it is all
Hmm.
about that you treat yourself and everything will be good.
It's an yeah. Question seems to be um quite good, but this is the teaching of Acharya ji. We must change our life first, and all the things would be reflective. You may meet with the personalities, and you may not stop yourself talking of petty things. or you may not stop yourself like um, these things are required or not. um, like when you are having a life right from right philosophy, things would be quite reflective in your life. Like you would not limit yourself to the uh, petty issues. You may talk of the things they are directly related with petty things and going to have impact over our environment. So yes, it has started. We have to go. So we have to firstly change our life, and then the surrounding would change. Because if my life is running from the right center, how come it is possible? People are coming and meeting me, greeting me, and I'm not talking to them with the right things. Either I would have relationship with them for the right cause, or I would not be having relationship with them. If they are becoming my friends, I would talk of climate change, of course. So this is not about just my case. I am being aware. If you are being the light, if you are being the light, if you are trying to light the world, so that is the thing. Hmm. So that is the thing. Just we need to work on adding people to the Gita mission. That is the project we are having. Keep on doing the things.
Okay. Thank you, sir. This question I asked you, sir, because I thinking from the speech part. That's why I have already have answered, but I want one confirmation, Papa. I get from you. Now
Then you can
I'm
simply tell them like
100%.
you are living a life of vegan. You are a vegan. You are minimalistic. You are anti-natalist for yourself. So these are the important points. If you are to show to them like what you are doing, you are a vegan. You are an anti-natalist for yourself at least. You are a minimalist for yourself at least. So if you are having this life, of course you are creating a value. You may research over it that how much um, reduction in greenhouse gases emission a vegan is contributing for. Hmm? And what is a minimalistic lifestyle? If a person is anti-natalist, then how much population is being reduced in such a way? It's not about like population would decrease or decline as Elon Musk and those personalities say. It's about clarity, that why you are not increasing the population, because people are all others are doing it. So why do we actually need to contribute into it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so the time is being late, and we have give the exam too. So I hope this discussion brought some clarity to each of us.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Anything, anything you wish to say at the end?
You
Yes,
No,
sir.
are
sir.
not doing marriage, sir.
Hmm, I don't know. Invite me in your marriage party. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for being part of this discussion. Bye, everyone. Take care. Good night.
Good
Bye,
night,
sir.
sir.